We're not.
Okay, so now this is my last question. Let's give advice to farmers out there. How can they prevent diseases on their crops?
Now, because of the ecology and the environment, those pests will always be there. Sure. In fact, we do the world a disservice when we get rid of all those pests. They need to be there. They're part of, it's like when you breathe in air and you breathe out air. They need to be there to support us. So the best thing to do is to still adopt natural means. And guess what? We now have, you can actually build a screen house where you lessen the impact of pests coming in to attack your produce. Okay. Sometimes it could be manual. There are times when we notice some things, we just manually remove them because it doesn't really call. Do you know that black soap, the traditional black soap, not all those bar ones, if you put it in water and spray your crops with it, there are certain infections and diseases that it kills.
Oh. Wow.
Because it's made from ash and palm kernel oil. Ash will chase away. For instance, right now we have kale on ground and we have a new farm supervisor. So when he was calling, and when you've never done organic before, you can go into panic mode. Ma, we have a crisis. I said, okay, you go into my room, look at so side, we have bags of ash. I'm telling you, the ash from cooking outside.
Oh, really?
I said, go and spray it on all the kale. And guess what? The pests left. Because they don't like the burnt smell. For you to get ash, you burnt something. So when you dust it on vegetables and things. So some of these things are so easy that we don't have to go all the way, to go and start buying all these chemicals. But don't forget also that there are people who make so much money from selling these chemicals.
Oh, sure.
So it would have to take a farmer to say, no, I don't want. I remember when I first told people that I wanted to farm organically. Some people would look at me like, you want to do what? You will lose money. And they were right. I lost money because I didn't have the knowledge. But right now we have enough knowledge to be able to actually work on these pests and pesticides. You can make natural ones.
So right now the word is integrity.
Integrity. Yes. Integrity. And there's knowledge out there if you want to learn. There is knowledge. If a farmer, it needs a farmer to say, I don't want it. That's the first thing. I don't want it, to even be able to use it. And then another thing I always tell farmers, if you find a particular leaf or plant that pests do not eat on your farm, it's a pesticide.
Oh. A particular leaf.
So we have a plant that is called, I think it's Lantana camara. It has beautiful flowers. They don't go near it. So what we do, we harvest it, we get water out of it and we use the water to spray. Oh. They don't come near it.
Wow.
So there's so many things. Even when we talk about the armyworm, do you know that the funnel of the corn or maize, that funnel is usually very cool and nice. And that is why the armyworm will thrive inside it. Oh. Guess what? Just take soil, pour it inside the funnel. That's the end. So our forefathers managed. We should go back to the villages, interview them. What did they do? And that's what there's a program that is running now in Nigeria under NOAN. It's the KCOA. They're looking for indigenous knowledge. They've gathered so many things. Do you know that if you take the eucalyptus leaf, the natural eucalyptus leaf, soak it in water, squeeze it, use the water as pesticide. There's so many things. It's only if people are ready to learn
to do the work.
And do the work.
We've had so much information. I love discussions like this. Do you understand? Because it has to do with the health, and I believe everyone at home watching
deserves to be healthy.
You need to be. That's healthy. Health is wealth, actually. Do you understand? So we've had so much insight, so much information, so much education, and at the same time, it has been very, very entertaining. We have in our studio Mrs. Olushola Sowemimo. the CEO, the founder of
Okwe
Farms.
Yes, ma'am.
One.
We say thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
because
you for
we had a
having
lot.
me.
A lot. We've learned a lot.
Yes, and to all the farmers out there, you now know how to save yourself of little diseases and all the pests.
Please,
and we teach people how to grow food at home too. We do teach people how to grow food. Just grow something. The vegetable you eat the most, grow it at home.
Even your scent leaf, please grow it at the back of your house.
Yeah, true that.
No stress. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, let's go on this short break. We will be right back.